Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would talk about some effective note-taking methods. I've been in school for quite a while. I'm a sophomore in college now, and I'm about a month into the semester so far. So by now I've pretty much gotten my note-taking strategies for every class down, and they're pretty different this semester actually. All last semester and the year before, I pretty much took notes on my computer. That's pretty much all I did, but I have some very different classes this year, and for every class, I basically take notes in a different method. So I figured I would just go through those with you guys, and maybe you can find what you think would work best for you and for your specific class. So if you're wondering, the classes I'm taking this semester are Human Physiology, Mind, Brain, and Behavior Psychology, Statistics for Behavioral Scientists, and an honors seminar. Now my honors seminar I don't really take notes on because it's a very just discussion-based class, so we don't have to take notes, we don't have exams, things like that. So I'll basically not really talk much about that one, but the others I do take notes in very different ways and ways that are geared towards that specific class and how that lecture is taught. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and find some useful note-taking strategies, and let's go ahead and go over to my desk and I'll show you my notes. So, welcome to my desk. I've pretty much got all of my notes here and on my computer. Also, if you guys want to see some kind of like organizational video, so like how this is somehow organized, which I promise it is, then go ahead and let me know in the comments below and I would love to do that for you. But anyway, I'm just going to bring you guys in a little bit closer here so you can see what I'm doing and what my notes look like, and I'll just go through all of my classes. So the first class I have here is my honors seminar, and honestly, like I said, I don't really take notes for this class, but we have a lot of readings like this. Richard Feynman, The Value of Science. Very interesting actually. And I'll just go through and highlight what I think is important, maybe write a few little things on the side. And again, we don't have to do this. I actually usually just read the articles on my computer, but sometimes I'll print it out and highlight, and I guess that is my form of note-taking for this class. Next I have psychology, and for this class I actually just started writing my notes in this notebook. Now for the first half of the class we had a different teacher, and I actually wrote all of my notes on the computer, so I will show you that real quick. So here on my computer I have a spring 2017 folder and just have all of my classes here. Then I can open up the psych folder and I have readings that we did and the notes that I took. So basically for this class I would just take notes like this. I would have big headings in bold and then smaller ones just right next to it, and then I would use bullets just like this. For a class like this, it was very helpful to take notes on the computer because we would go through things very quickly. After I took notes on the computer, when the exam was coming up, I would print them out like this and then go through and highlight them, especially highlighting things that are important and vocabulary words and things like that, just so that it was easier to be organized and see everything that I needed to see. We also did a lot of reading articles in that class, and again, I would just go through and highlight things. The things that are in pink are vocab, and blue is a review of key points. So I'd go through and highlight just so that I can see it all better. And by the way, if you guys are wondering what this is, once I finish a test, I put all of the notes that I had for that test in this folder so that I can start new with the new unit. So for example, this first one is my Psych class exam 1. The second one is my Stats class exam 1. I just had all of my first exams this week, so that's why I have those there. But I still keep them in here because I know I'm really going to want them when that cumulative final comes around. So don't throw away your notes, keep them somewhere where you'll know where they are. But for the second unit of Psych, where I actually have a different teacher and a different teaching style, I've decided to switch to, instead of writing on the computer, now I'm going to write in my notebook. So here's what my notes in my notebook look like. I think it's important to put the date on the top just so that you know when you took them. And then I just write things down here. I have headings in a little bit of a bigger font, you could say, and then I use the same kind of bullet point notation. The reason I decided to switch to a notebook is because our teacher said that was important because this unit is on perception and we're going to be doing lots of drawings like this. So the notebook has been the best strategy for this class, so that's why I use it for this class and this unit. Next class is statistics, and we actually just had our test, so all of my notes I just moved to here. So for this class, my professor actually puts all of his PowerPoint slides with the information on it before class. You can go and print them out, and then I use this as my notes. This makes it easy to be able to go through and highlight, write down words, and in here I'm able to work out the problems and fill out the questions that he has in the notes. And because I've already printed out the main material, I don't have to sit there in class trying to frantically write everything down because I already have the main stuff written down and I can just listen and write down supplemental material and highlight what I think is important. So this style has worked really well for this class. My last class is Human Physiology, which is by far my hardest class. Now in this notebook, I again write down the date in the corner and just go through and write down what I need to in the class. Now for this class, it was very essential for me to get some colored pens because almost everything, as you can see, is in some kind of color, and my professor in the lecture, he draws in color on the board. Then after I take this initial set of notes in class, I re-watch the lecture online because it's all recorded and I can go and re-watch it. And then I make nicer notes in here because this can sometimes get so jumbled up and I'm frantically writing things down and I miss things that I go and re-watch and rewrite my notes in a nicer way so that I can better understand the material. So here's an example of some of what my notes look like from this class. And again, the mix of pencil and the colored pens is very helpful for this class. It makes me able to see things better and point out different structures, like especially for this is supposed to be a bone, but I have all the different structures of the bone in different colors so that I can easily see what is what. So again, this is just another method that I find very helpful for this class, to go through and rewrite notes, make them look nice and organized so that I can study better. So as you can see, depending on the class and the lecture type, there's a different style of notes that I can use for each class, whether it be in a notebook, on the computer, rewritten, or printing out PowerPoint slides and writing on those. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that some of that was helpful for you. If you have any questions or anything, please leave them in the comments below and I will answer them. And yeah, I just hope that you guys are having a wonderful semester so far, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!